All right, hi, my name is Gage Smith, and I'm going to be presenting to you budgeting in the workplace. And I'm going to talk about the purpose of it, some advantages, some disadvantages. And my goal is hopefully after this presentation, you'll have a better understanding of the background of it. So, a purpose to a budget is to motivate your managers in a company. It helps them strive to achieve a certain goal that that company has for that manager. And when you have a goal to be reached for a manager, that it elevates that manager's performance. They don't want to fail the company. They don't want it to look bad on them. So it helps their confidence be like, okay, I can do this. So it helps them, and then it helps provide information about a company's performance. So when a manager is looking at this budget saying, okay, this doesn't fit in, we can't afford that, we can't afford this, they can show this information to a higher supervisor and let them know just what's going on with their money situation, their expenses, their revenues, and just how much they can put away if they need to pull some out for like a rainy day fund, something bad happens to the company unexpectedly. So, and then I'd like to present to you some advantages of a budget. Uh, Budgeting can help you develop great planning and management skills, not just in the workplace, but your personal life as well. Like me being a college student, budgeting is very important for me because I have rent, I have utilities, so I've got to know how much I have to put away in order to meet for rent and groceries or whatever it may be. And then whatever I have left over for that month, I can use for a little extra spending. And a budget helps you better understand how much money you have at the end of each month or year for your expenses that you want. And it also helps for better understanding of what the bills and expenses add up to. So that way, for future planning, it can help benefit that. But some disadvantages, it can create more competition in uh, with other companies and stock warehouses and stuff like that, I guess you could say. But and it can be really time consuming for that manager, which could put his attitude towards a budget really low, saying, "Oh, I don't want to waste my spare time working on a budget for this." So it can be really time consuming depending on what the company wants. And another thing is some budgetary slack. It Managers can purposely overestimate certain resources that are needed to make that company be successful for that year or that month. And that could be a huge disadvantage if a manager is like, oh, well, we need all this extra money when you really don't. So that could be a really bad disadvantage there. Um, and finally, just some solutions, conclusions for the budget. I mean, following a budget can help keep you out of debt because if you control of your money, know what's coming in, know what's going out, know how much you have extra to spend. Maybe if you want to expand your company, know how much to put away. That way, you won't, when you do go to expand, you can knock a huge part of that debt out. So, I mean, a budget is going to help you in the long run stay out of debt. Um, Budgets create great spending plans for you. I'm sure we've all heard the term, oh, I can't, that doesn't fit into my budget. Uh, that's pretty accurate. I mean, if you're on a strict budget, then you're not going to be able to go out all the time like you want to, maybe with your friends or whatever, because you just don't have the extra money. Um, Budgeting can be like a strict diet. If you don't stick to it, you're not going to get the results you want. So a budget, I mean, you just have to be disciplined with it. Um, yeah, and then a budget ensures that you'll have enough money in the end to buy stuff that's important to you. So, I mean, you might want something now but don't have the money, but if you budget correctly and appropriately, it, you'll be able to get what you want if you put away savings enough for it. So, a budget, there's more advantages to a budget than not. Budgeting is going to help you in the long run. And I a budget to me is very important because I only get a certain amount of money a month, and if I overspend, then I'm not going to have enough for the main resources such as rent, groceries, and so on. So I hope that this video gives you a better understanding of what a budget is and does, and how to avoid certain problems, and how it helps a company. And yeah, and that's my presentation. So thank you for watching.